Levarme la moustache en la capucha. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki tacatiki. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Sani levarme la moustache en la capucha.
What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, were we ever in doubt? Were we truly ever in doubt? Understand, the only thing that most of us only cared about was how much. You know, we didn't care about him actually signing. We cared about how much did we have to give him to sign. Of course, I had a video where I said, give him what he wants. Because at the end of the day, he deserves every dime. So for that, 3 years, $71 million, 28 once he signs on the dotted line. But from my understanding and from what I'm hearing, it's actually it's actually a fully guaranteed contract. Again, amazing that it's fully guaranteed. Amazing that he only gets 3 years because, again, you're talking about he'll be 30 once the contract actually ends, and he'll be able to dip back into the free agency pool right along there. So we'll see how this all pans out and how everything goes. Terry McLaurin back in the fold. We don't have to worry about Jahan Dotson being the #1 wide receiver. We don't have to worry about trying to piece together a wide receiving core that becomes dangerous. We don't have to worry about that because our captain is back in the fold. So for that, like I said again, Terry McLaurin, 3 years, $71 million. Perfect number, perfect amount of years because, again, his team did a fantastic job. I mean, you're talking about they made sure that their client was going to get his money, and he got his money. Now, I know a lot of y'all may say, yeah, he's not Davante Adams. Yeah, he's not. He's better. You know, because, again, Davante Adams, all his production is based on the fact that he played with an all-star quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He had other people to play with and play around. Terry McLaurin had none of that. Imagine what Terry McLaurin would have had if he played in Green Bay. But, again, we don't care about that because you know why? Our captain is back. Our offensive captain is back. Now, what this actually says is that the heat is truly on Carson Wentz and Scott Turner. If Scott Turner doesn't find a way to get Terry McLaurin at least 15 targets a game, we have a problem. Because this man needs all the footballs going his way. All of them. Because at the end of the day, this guy produces every time he does. Now, again, everybody's been talking about Carson Wentz's big arm again. The reason I don't talk about OTAs because it's practice school. Practice. Yeah, I'm talking about practice. Practice. Exactly. OTAs is practice school. You know, they just go there to do some working out. They find out if they know the playbooks and stuff like that. Terry didn't have to be there. He already knows what he's doing. You know, most of the guys don't have to be there. They already know what they're doing. Unless they're changing something up. And understand, those changes aren't going to be implemented until actually training camp. When they actually get the availability of the bubble and stuff like that, where they can hide what they're working on. They're not going to do all that stuff in OTAs. They're just not. They don't care. You know, so with that, y'all, like I said again, the captain's back. Everything is good. Like I said, now it's on Scott Turner. It's on Carson Wentz to sit up there and do their jobs. Again, there has to be something that at the end of the day, we really get to see what this offense looks like without, you know, this stuttering step of everybody who's talking about Scott Turner is this great play caller. Like, I'm going to say this because it has to be said. I should have did this for another video, but I'll just say it. I don't want to hear anymore at all anybody who says Scott Turner knows how to scheme up knows how to scheme guys open. I want to let all y'all know that that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody say. And I'm going to tell y'all why. How many of y'all have ever known an offensive coordinator who comes out and says, hey man, I don't get it. I mean, I do everything I can, and I just can't scheme these guys open. Every time I do a scheme, I run them right into the linebacker, and I even draw it up, and I tell them, hey, look, what you do is you stand right there, and you drive, and you run that route directly into that cornerback. No offensive coordinator schemes up and thinking that he's not going to scheme guys open. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And if I'm overhearing people say it. Oh, he knows how to scheme. He sure knows how to scheme people open. All the offensive coordinators in the league do everything they can to scheme guys open. They're not making schemes where the route runs directly into the linebacker. They don't do that. They don't scheme where the tight end runs directly into the safety. They don't scheme like that. Everybody schemes to get the guys open. So if you're going to give a guy credit for something he's supposed to do, then what's the point of even acknowledging him as an offensive coordinator? He needs to do his job. He needs to understand the personnel that he's working with. He needs to understand that. He had Terry McLaurin for 2 years and almost practically did nothing to really get him open. Taylor Heineke wanted to retire, and he found no way to fix the offense to operate better with the guy that he asked not to retire. But enough about Scott Turner. He does need to do his job. Terry McLaurin's back in the fold. He needs to be on his job. He needs to make sure that he does his job. Because if Terry McLaurin isn't targeted at least 15 times a game, we have a problem. We have a problem. Terry McLaurin should be, opening series should be Terry McLaurin. All throughout the game, Terry McLaurin. Teams should get so much Terry McLaurin that they're tired of him. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me if you guys are happy that Terry McLaurin is back in the fold. Maybe some of y'all still feel that he got too much money. Me, I feel that he got every dime he deserved. And to be quite honest, I think he didn't get enough. That's just me. That's just me. Sorry about that, but that's how I feel. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.